Hey everyone, this is Beastie. Welcome back to another No NFT build video. This one's for all the free-to-play players. I think this is a pretty competitive rate, and it's also a fast and cheap build to set up. So this build is producing 46 roasted garlic per hour. At first I thought brine would be the bottleneck, but it turns out milk is actually the issue. So that said, milk and salt production are very close. You see here we have 278 and 280. So the build feels almost balanced. But if you can fine tune it to get milk and salt running at the same rate per hour, you might be able to squeeze out even better numbers. So the setup itself is really simple. I just auto sell everything at 10, except for gasoline, which I auto sell at 30. So yeah, as you can see here, it's all 10 and then gasoline is the only one that's 30. Now, I'm only using one silo here. So technically you'd want two silos to prevent crop loss. But in this build it doesn't really matter. We've got enough windmills to keep things moving. And since we're overproducing garlic and sugarcane, you'll see some of the crops get destroyed every now and then, but it's very minimal. The windmills catch up quickly, so one silo works just fine. And as you can also see here with the production monitor, it's been running for almost 5 hours now, and so far we only lost 4 garlic, 3 sugarcane, and 7 brine, which is like very minimal, right? So you can get away with just one silo. So yeah, here's the main layout. We're using 3 bakeries right here. Let me actually label them so you guys could see. We have 3 bakeries here that's doing butter or making butter. And then we have the Italian restaurants here. They're sitting next to the storehouses. And then we have Italian restaurant just making roasted garlic. We have 2 of them. But actually this should be here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, you can also put it here. But for this one we have the woodshed on this side. So yeah, we have 2 Italian restaurants. They're basically right next to the silo, and they're also connected to the main road going to the storehouses. So very efficient travel time for them, because we only have 2. And yeah, we have a bunch of windmills. I believe we have like 36. And then 11 of them will be sugar, which is on the sides right here, because they only need 1 wood, right? And we put the salt windmills closer to the main road right here, because salt windmills needs 2 wood, so that will be better for our loggers. We have to put them close to the main road. And yeah, we have here the sugar windmills on the side. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting a link. So I'm gonna put a link, or you can download this JSON file on the description below. You can find it there. I'm gonna make sure to label everything on the visualizer so that you guys can see it clearly. Also, another tweak that I would recommend you guys doing. I was a bit lazy to make this tweak, but I think this is better. Let me just change the overlay and put crude oil. So this is the overlay of the crude oil right here. You can see you have only 1 power plant right here that is affected by crude oil, which is 1, and that's basically not enough because you need 2 crude oils passive to produce energy, and you're gonna need this energy on your rush, right? So you don't have to build wind turbines, which is really annoying because you have to space them out, and these guys get affected by shade. So I think it's better to just produce them using the power plant, and you're gonna need to reposition them closer to the oil seep just to make passive energy and finish your build a bit faster than the rest, especially the ones that will copy this build. Alright, so if they didn't watch until the end of this video, they will not be they will be producing less energy, and they would potentially be finishing their build slower than you. So I would suggest you move this stuff right here. Right, and then you have the fuel storage here. So yeah, you still have this one making petroleum, and then this one will be doing making gas. Then yeah, you have 1 power plant right here that's gonna be making energy right there. And then of course you're gonna put the 3 tractors you removed from this side. Actually, we can make it a bit more efficient, right? Yeah, you could do it like this. That way you're gonna have more tiles to play around. Actually, you could place more now, because back then you have 11 tractors, now you end up with 12. And yeah, we had 6 loggers before. You actually have one more free tile here to work with. So yeah, maybe you can use those tiles. We have 12 tractors now, but we only need 11. So yeah, you actually gain 2 more tiles, and you can use these tiles to maybe push the rate higher. So yeah, I think you can maybe move this ATVs here on this side. So yeah, you actually have 2 more tiles to work with. Yeah, you can do whatever you want there. Try to push the rate using those 2 tiles. Maybe you can get more milk, right? Yeah, you can move some windmills here. Maybe this one, move it here. Just basically get more windmills, and maybe add 1 more meadow that might push your milk rate higher. So yeah, I think those are actually the tweaks that you can make. Great job for you for sticking to this video this long. One thing I need to mention is that if you guys notice, I put a woodshed here. I already talked about this before in my garlic breadsticks build. And yeah, a woodshed really helps stabilize your build. Actually makes your ATVs work more by grabbing wood and delivering them to the barns. That reduces the loggers running into barns. And it keeps the windmills flowing more smoothly as well, because the windmills gets to pick up wood for themselves and they don't have to wait for the loggers. So yeah, it just makes everything more efficient, and you're not gonna have wood issues, because most of the time wood can kill your build. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. This is a very straightforward, simple and competitive build. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also, I don't always upload no NFT builds here on YouTube, but today I'm gonna start sharing some exclusive builds inside the math Discord. So if you don't want to miss those, make sure to join the math Discord. I'm gonna put a link on the descriptions down below. And that's it for today's video. I'm gonna leave you guys with this silly music made by AI, roasting gala. I just find it funny. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. Stacking stars, but the price ain't fair. Swipe your card, they don't even care. Building towns, but the odds look grim. Town Star life is pay to win. Yo, Gala be flexing with promises fake. Selling us dreams they can't even make. Dropping new nodes like a money parade, but the service still crashing, man. Throwing shade, they call it a game, I call it a scheme. You pay for advantage, forget about team. Skill don't matter when cash is the key. This ain't competition, it's monopoly. Credit card warriors think they're kings, but the grind built towns got real rings. Stacking stars, but the price ain't fair. Swipe your card, they don't even care. Building town, but the odds look grim. Town Star life is pay to win. Yo, free to play grounders, we carry the torch, while Gala be taxing like lords on the porch.